that they say. That's why I learned from my failures. Don't do the handouts or the favors. Told my brother I'ma get this.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Dallas Cowboys and the Philadelphia Eagles. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Fournette, the ball carrier.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the broken tackle. It's the Pro Bowler Jamie Collins that makes the stop.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. Who that?
Now they'll throw with Kaepernick. Finding Hilton on the slant. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 39. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. Oh, Fournette loses it. It's out. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Anything to make of this or just a bad stretch? Because he had the 2 fumbles he lost last week and now a 3rd.
It's a bad stretch, but it's one that he has to make sure he overcomes. This isn't on anyone else but him. Taking care of the ball, tucking it away, keeping it high and tight.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Bud Dupree just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
2nd down.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson is going to drop this underneath to Mostert. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
It's a gain of 11, and it's 3rd down.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Now it's Wilson. That's caught by his running back, Raheem Mostert. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, When guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Credit the sack to Von Miller. And, Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
And now the throw going to Fuller, and he's got it. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a fourth down. Wilson in the offense, not coming off the field. They're going for it on fourth. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Eagles defense able to hold. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on fourth down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, third down situation, big third down alert, lock in here, fourth down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
Here's a 4-receiver look now. 3 of those guys out to the right side on 2nd and 8. Now here's a throw that's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Complete to Julio Jones. That's a gain of 6. Brings up.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Kaepernick now on first down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Jared Cook, his Pro Bowl tight end, was the target. But it's going to be second down. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. In a double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And a good story on that, he said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw it on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts, understanding where the play is going, and being able to make a play on the football.
Deron Harmon makes the tackle.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, Wilson. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he's got this down to the 35. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown.
To number 16,
Tyler Lockett with touchdown number 7 on the year. As his guys are on the board first here tonight. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever. There it results in a touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He'll let this thing go for Sanders. It's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big play there for Philly. 52 yards. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And this will be caught inside the 10. What a grab. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man of the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. William Golston. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. 3rd and goal, and still a long way from the end zone. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. Caught left side by Hilton. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. So instead of forcing the field goal, it'll be 1st and goal.
Yeah, the force was trying to make something happen that just didn't need to, right? I mean, the plays happen, let it go. It's over. Instead, it creates a penalty.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Kaepernick's going to try to sneak it. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. This Cowboy defense trying to hold him out of the end zone. They've run it to 3rd and goal. Kaepernick now on the keeper. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. So call that no gain on the sneak, and now they're still a yard short here on 4th. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. Less than an extra point attempt here. This is an 18-yarder. So we've reached halftime with just the lone touchdown here. 7-0 is our score. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Taken about 7 yards deep. And no return here for Evans as they will bring this out to the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
First down, Dallas.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Play action. It's Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Mostert works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
9-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Third and 2, now Wilson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Now Jason Sanders for the field goal try. This a 43-yard attempt. Sanders' kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field. But they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Taken in the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. To throw, Kaepernick. Eluding the pressure right. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The linebacker, Demario Davis, got a hand in to break that one up.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
54's Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Easy. Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike. Oh, yeah.
Back to the air on second down. It's Kaepernick. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. I think you'd agree that looked like the right call from up here.
No doubt about it. What everyone has to understand is that the officials are going to be right on the play each and every time. You may not like the call, but they're usually spot on.
Mike 56. Mike 56.
Throwing on first down is Kaepernick. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
At the 45-yard line.
Mike 56. Mike 56.
To throw is Kaepernick. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
He lets it fly for Lockett. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And he comes back with one complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
On the pickup, brings up 2nd and 2 at the Eagles' 30-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson, his throw caught at about the 5. Touchdown, Cowboys. DK Metcalf, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Cowboys turn that interception into a touchdown. He's got it, and it's 17-0.
Makes the score Cowboys 17, Eagles nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep, and this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They're down 17-0, really needing to find that offensive spark on this drive as they have it with a 1st and 10. They started on the ground with Eckler, and it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up
on 2nd down, here's Kaepernick. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Looking downfield for Jones. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Nothing doing on that one, and it'll be 4th down. On 1st down, Kaepernick. Sanders has it over the middle. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man make sure he gets a lot of angles.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. To throw, it's Kaepernick. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. This one winding toward a conclusion. And how would you assess how the secondary is played?
Well, we just saw them take another shot downfield that was incomplete, correct?
Correct.
So my assessment is that if anyone's played really well in this game, it's been the secondary. That was the latest example.
Yeah, they've been solid. Really, the whole defense has been solid. Still pitching a shutout. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. They're going for it. It's Kaepernick. Oh, going for Sanders downfield. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Cowboys. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. Taken about 7 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Here's Kaepernick to throw. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he loses the football a 2nd time. But I believe it was covered by an Eagle. It was. And Philadelphia is going to hold on to the football. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Now Kaepernick. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
91.
Kaepernick now on 1st down. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Now that Eagle offense will stay out there as he'll go for 2.
56, the mic, boy. 56. Check 56. There's a party out. Slam.
Again, it's Kaepernick. And that throw intercepted. It's Chris Harris, the Pro Bowl corner. Wow, so wipe out the INT roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the post game. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
Now, Kaepernick again. He's got it. So they convert the two. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a two-score game.
Eagles 8. Justin Rohrwasser set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Rohrwasser handles the kickoff duties. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. The All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle.
He's taken down at the 17-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
A loss of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And that will be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. And taken at the 46. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Watch the slats. Watch the slats.
Right there.
Kaepernick now on 1st down. On the comebacker, complete. That's Jones. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Let's go. You tighten up.
From the gun, it's Kaepernick. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
Oh, Wilson going to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, but it'll be 2nd down.
Similar to a shooter in basketball who just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we have a guy who made the catch. They try to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Well, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, 2-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right. Now,
it's caught at the 10. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation.
Right there.
Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. And that throw intercepted. It's Chris Harris, the Pro Bowl corner. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
2nd and 6.
So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done. Really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this game.
Now, see, I only like one game ball. You're handing out